Hey, what's happening, guys? What's going on? YouTube, you guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can make $300 a month signing up for class action lawsuits. Now, this is actually something I used to do back in the day. It's been a number of years since I've done this, but I recently got an email from a dude named Jake, and he said, "Hey, I saw this YouTube channel, this YouTube dude, talking about, making money signing up for class action lawsuits." I think he said the video he saw was make $1,500 a month signing up for class action lawsuits. I think that's kind of unrealistic. Obviously, everything is kind of clickbait to some extent. Most of the videos you watch about make X amount of money, assume that people are kind of exaggerating the amount by about 10 times. Can you make $300 a month signing up for class action lawsuits? Absolutely, you can. I think more realistically, I think maybe $50 to $75 might be a more realistic amount. But I mean, heck, look at in my home state of Illinois, this has actually been dragging on for a while, but Illinois had something called the Biometric Privacy Act. It's one of the strictest biometric privacy acts in the country, and Facebook violated it. So, the state of Illinois sued Facebook for tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. The lawyers wind up taking a big chunk of it, as normally happens with class action lawsuits. But every Illinois citizen who had a Facebook account between, I think it was like 2009 and 2015, is going to get $345. So there are some class action lawsuits that actually wind up paying out pretty decently. So, I guess basically Jake was asking me, is this BS or is this legit? Yes, it's legit. I don't think you're going to make $1,500 doing it, but you can make a little bit of money doing this. Now, let me say at the outset of this video, this is not a business. You're not going to be able to make a living off of this. And I was almost kind of hesitant to make this video because of that reason. But one thing I will say, I think a lot of the people who ultimately wind up getting into the world of making money online, whether that be e-commerce, affiliate marketing, selling gigs on Fiverr, doing graphic design, most people kind of start off doing little things, like whether it be filling out surveys online, acting as a beta tester for new websites or new apps, filling out class action lawsuits. A lot of people kind of start off with these kind of little kind of BS hustles, and then eventually kind of realize they're spinning their wheels, or they want something more sustainable, more reliable, more scalable, and that's when they get into, quote unquote, real online businesses. So, because of that, I figure we make this video. If you are somebody who's kind of just exploring the idea of making money online, you're filling out surveys or, going to Bitcoin faucets. I don't think Bitcoin faucets even exist anymore, but, you're going to nano faucets or whatever else you're doing. You can make a little bit of money doing this. I would encourage you guys to use this money to either buy some training, start a business, set up an affiliate site, do something more reliable, more sustainable, and more scalable. But let's talk about this. So I've actually been a party to a couple of class action lawsuits in my lifetime. When I was a kid, there was a grocery store chain here in Chicago. They were knowingly selling I can never say that word, salmonella tainted milk. I wound up getting really sick, wound up in the hospital. My whole family got sick. And I think I wound up getting about $6,000 from the grocery store chain. More recently, a number of years ago, I bought a Hyundai Elantra. This is when the Hyundai Elantras were, the newer model of the Hyundai Elantra came out. They were claiming that the Hyundai's got like 40 or 45 miles to the gallon. In reality, it only got like 34 or 36 miles to the gallon. So somebody wound up doing a class action lawsuit. Basically, Hyundai lost. Hyundai agreed to pay basically the difference, which is a couple cents, the difference between 34 miles a gallon and 40 miles a gallon, whatever it is, 6 miles per gallon. And they wound up having to give everybody a couple cents for every mile that they've ever driven their car. Now, what they did when you signed up for this class action lawsuit, they sent you a debit card. You could go into the Hyundai dealership, and if you had put 50,000 miles on your car, you would get 50,000 miles times 2 cents or 3 cents or whatever it is. And then for the lifetime of your car, you could continue going into the Hyundai dealership. You could get your mileage verified, and then you could get another payout. So if you initially got paid for 50,000 miles on your car, and now you got 62,000 miles, you can go back into the dealership. They'll verify that 12,000 miles on your car, and they'll put the money on your debit card for 12,000 miles times 2 cents or 3 cents or whatever it is. Here's the deal with class action lawsuits. They're kind of BS. Typically, the attorneys wind up walking away with millions, if not tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, and people like you or I get a check for 16 cents. There are some class action lawsuits that pay out decently, though, like the one I mentioned from Illinois, where everyone's going to get $345. I know there's one going on with Yahoo right now over their data breach where you can get like 25 grand. Obviously, that's if you've actually incurred a loss, if your identity was stolen. These class action lawsuits range from, small little consumer products to discrimination, to a company sending you text messages that you never opted in for. There's all types of things. I would say an average payout is like $7 to $15. Sometimes they'll send you free product in the mail. Sometimes they'll send you coupons in the mail. And other times you'll either get checks, money deposited to your PayPal account, or money deposited directly into your bank account. Now, is $1,500 a month realistic? There are class actions out there where you can earn 10 times that $1,500. But in reality, you're probably going to get $50 to $75 per month doing this. Typically, when you sign up for these things, and I'm going to take you through this website where you can look these up, topclassactions.com. Typically, through these things, there's going to be a delay from anywhere from maybe on a short end 3 weeks. More often than not, it's going to be 60 days, 90 days, so 2 or 3 months. But you're going to start getting checks showing up in the mail. And if you consistently sign up for these things, you'll have checks consistently showing up in the mail. Some of them almost won't even be worth depositing. It'll be, 68 cents, $1.11. I have gotten several checks for over $250. It's not that uncommon to get one for $30, $60. And I get a lot of them for $17, $28, $37, things like that. So here's the website, Top Class Actions. Now let me say right at the outset of this, you are basically signing a legal agreement that you actually, you're basically acknowledging under perjury that you actually were a part of this class action lawsuit. So you probably will get paid, and you probably won't ever get caught if you run around this website signing up for everything, whether you're rightfully wronged or not. You probably won't ever get caught, but it's not the right thing to do. Also, a few of these things will ask for receipts. I think these class action lawsuits realize that most people aren't keeping a receipt from milk that they bought in January of 2017 in their file cabinet. So most of these things, at most, will ask you to put in like the location that you bought it, the city, and an approximate date. So if there's a class action about a dog food, I might put, I bought it at Target in, around May of 2017, and then I'll tell them how many cans I bought, and that'll determine how much I wind up getting paid from this payout. With a lot of these class actions, they actually know whether you're a part of it or not, right? If there's a class action about, illegal SMS text messages being sent, either your number is on that company's SMS roll or it's not. With the TikTok lawsuit, either you had a TikTok account during this time or you didn't. So a lot of these can be verified, but let's kind of take a look at some of these. So here's one, $92 million class action lawsuit. TikTok users in the United States may be eligible to claim they're part of a $92 million settlement resolving a class action lawsuit over data privacy. I know most people out there use TikTok, so there's a potential one for you. There's a big one. McCormick Perfect Pinch Gourmet Seasoning, $3 million class action lawsuit. I believe this one, McCormick said that they were selling a natural seasoning or organic, and it wasn't natural or organic. This is probably something, let's see if they say how much you're going to get. I'm guessing, okay, so for this one, you can claim up to $15 without proof. So you don't need any proof, and you can get yourself $15. I shouldn't have covered up the back button here. Shit. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Harbor Freight chainsaw settlement. Consumers who purchased certain chainsaws from Harbor Freight may be eligible to receive replacement products or up to $50 in cash or gift cards. We got one with a supplement company, $8 million class action lawsuit. We got one with a fiber cement siding company, Saks, Whirlpool leaky refrigerator. Here's one, something about gas pipes, Equifax data breach up to $20,000. I think for like ones like this, you actually have to prove that you were wronged. Like if somehow through a data hack, somebody rung up a bunch of stuff and you weren't able to get some of it removed, and you got a $10,000 Verizon bill from your identity being stolen, and then you wind up having to pay $3,000 for a lawyer to get that settled. That's where these ones kind of get up there. Let's see. Attic insulation, $4,000. Here's a Railworks data breach settlement, $50. Broiler chicken, that one varies. Terminex renewal price increase. California fire sprinklers. Here's something if you bought some pipe from Home Depot and it wound up leaking in your house, you can get up to $3,500. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find some of these at Canna Trust. I'm guessing that's something with if you invested in Canna Trust Medical Marijuana Company or something like that. Facebook moderators eligible for up to $50,000. This one sounds kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this. Certain employees in California, Arizona, Texas, or Florida who worked as Facebook moderators. So that when you actually had to work for Facebook, but you might be eligible for up to $50,000. Let's see. Here's some, over-the-counter cholesterol pill. I just wanted to kind of see some of these that normally you're going to see more of these for like cereal companies and things where you can kind of hit them for a quick $7, $20, something like that. Cryptsy cryptocurrency class action. I've never used Cryptsy, but I'm familiar with the company. Cryptsy account holders who are unable to access their cryptocurrency at Cryptsy may be entitled to receive additional compensation after a recent clawback class action. The lawsuit recovered an additional $874,000. That's probably based on how much you had tied up in that Cryptsy. Looks like eyeshadow, another Equifax one. If you were jailed in Shelby County, you might have a payday. Ferrari Candy. Ferrari Candy is actually a candy company right off the 290 here in Chicago. They got an $8 settlement. Let's see what this one's about. Consumers nationwide who purchased a specific Ferrera candy or Nestle candy between February 9th, 2013 and September 23rd, 21 may be eligible to receive $8 without proof of purchase thanks to a $3.7 million class action lawsuit. And let's kind of show you what this winds up looking like. One kind of cool thing, if you have like an autofill feature on your computer where like as soon as you type in your first name, it automatically fills in your last name, address, city, state, zip code, phone number, email. You can actually kind of fly through these things pretty quickly. And here, like I said, you don't need proof. You just have to tell them what product you bought. I bought Raisinets. I bought 4 boxes of Raisinets for $12. Place of purchase, Target. My month, day, and year just has to be between that time frame. Was your purchase made for the purpose of resale? No. And under penalty of perjury, I really did buy these Raisinets. I clicked that, and I wind up getting the payout from that class action. So, again, this isn't a business. You're not going to be able to live off this. But again, like I said, I realize that a lot of people who kind of eventually get into the making money online through affiliate marketing, e-commerce, selling services, a lot of people kind of get started with these kind of like janky little online hustles. And so if that is you, again, I would encourage you guys to, we got one for Six Flags. I think they didn't refund people after COVID. We got another one for Blue Diamond almond milk. But if you are somebody who's, just kind of getting into looking at ways to make money online, check out some different areas of my channel. I did a series called Side Hustle Tuesdays for probably a year or two. In that series, every week we covered a different story of somebody who started making money with a side hustle they created with little to no money outside of their 9-to-5 job, and eventually turned it into something making pretty worthwhile money, and potentially something that's even making enough money to replace their full-time job, or that allowed them to quit their full-time job. Check out that series that I did. I think you might find some interesting ideas. It might inspire an idea within you. And in the past I've done a ton of videos about buying things off Alibaba and AliExpress to resell, selling on eBay, selling on Amazon, pulling analytic data to find out what's going to sell on eBay or Amazon. We've talked about SEO, affiliate marketing. I got videos about all types of stuff that can hopefully kind of either teach you something or turn you on to some more sustainable and more scalable ways to make money. But I know a lot of people have been saying, I'm kind of getting sick of the news articles and the gloom and doom porn. Like, let's get back into some of the making money online stuff. And then I got this email from Jake. So I thought we would kind of cover this little class action lawsuit hustle in a video. If you would like to see kind of more of these little kind of like small time hustles, ways to make a few bucks online, drop a comment down below and let me know. And if some of you guys like this type of stuff, I'll start doing a little bit more of this stuff. I'm not really encouraging people to get into like the selling on Amazon and stuff right now. I think reselling is fine. If you want to buy things at estate sales, garage sales, Ross or whatever else, and resell it, I think that's fine. There's not really any supply chain issues there. But in terms of like ordering things off AliExpress or Alibaba, the cost of shipping right now, as well as like the long shipping times, honestly, it's just not a great time to get into that type of stuff. I think affiliate marketing is great right now. I think reselling and flipping is good right now. If you have some type of skill that's in demand and you can freelance or sell services, I think that's a great thing to do. But yeah, if you guys want more of this type of stuff, let me know. I'll link to this website, this Top Class Actions, down below. If you guys have some other little kind of hustles like this that you want to turn me or anybody else onto, or that you would think would make a good video, let me know. I'd be happy to either investigate it and cover it, or if you want to come on the channel and talk about it yourself, we could do that as well. That's all I got for you guys. We're going to cut this video short here. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.